Morning, and welcome back to. If you're new here, I'm Roland Attenborough. I'm the leading GANN scientific and analytical researcher. Lately, we've been discussing this hourly chart and the pattern that we've been seeing. And I've left all the bars pattern on here, and our angles. These are our 67-degree angle, or our 2 times 1 angle. These are our 45-degree angles. We've been discussing moving the 0 angle as well. We've been discussing our counts. So let's just talk about our pattern today because, well, as you know, the past is but a repetition of the future, and there is nothing new under the sun. So we came out of this downward fall here. We had a capitulation here. From there, we moved to the end of this sine wave, and it changed again, and we had a peak top here. And this peak top is the same as the sequence that we moved through here, with a swing down, another tomfoolery swing, and more of this. All right, we were talking about this, right? This dead cat bouncing stuff was about to appear, and I said it would come in a, the 3 to 4 hour period, and it did. There again, we're just watching patterns. That's what we're doing. We're looking for the similarities. So we don't get excited about this if we're always right or we're always wrong. What we do is we learn from this. And this is a pattern. So we pay attention to this. From there, we had some more moves back down to the lower part of our channel. And that's precisely what we did. And I told you we would be coming back to this area and sitting on these old tops. This pattern continued. However, we had this little change in this fake out right here, which would have caught everyone off guard. And we came all the way back up to our angle here. Moving forward now, we knew that this pattern would still continue through this area until a change. So what happened next was we moved right up into the channel here, and then we had another fall off, except for the amplitude in our current market was much more. And this one had subsided inside the channel and ended. And then a pop up here, right? More of this dead cat bounce, right? And what did we have? We've had the same pattern occur here. Right? We have all this tomfoolery and this dead cat bounce stuff. I keep telling you guys about this. They're looking for your stops. So here again, just because the pattern is showing us that there's a lot of downward pressure in there, doesn't necessarily mean it's going to repeat that 100%. However, here on this channel, we're looking for natural law and the use of mathematical sciences. From here, we are expecting a change inside this channel here, and a revisit and a retest now of this. And it looks like very much this pattern is shaping up again, and a change is about to occur. And as you can see, we have a 45-degree angle coming down here, and it's crossing with our current 45-degree angle from our current swing low here at the 62,300 level. Right now we are at the top of this channel, and we are about to either suffer a rollover here and a move back to this angle, or we are about to move back over top of these tops here and regain a footing. And I think that that is probably what will happen, because we've now started into August, and August I have a lot of change going on here. We have a major swing top that I've been discussing with you over many months here. I've been discussing this August and this September, where we're going to have another challenge of our all-time high. We're going to be somewhere up in this area of the chart, and this angle here agrees with our work. So does this bars pattern, by the way. I know it's ended here. I'm going to repopulate another one that'll go out further. We will just check on that. Matter of fact, we could just probably go and do that right now instead of doing it later, because let's just do that, you know. So this whole blue pattern is this pattern here. This is what we're discussing here, right? We're getting ready. We're getting ready for this big breakout right here, where it's going to move up and we're going to have this big push. So let's just go ahead and let's just remove this and let's just add a new one, right? I mean, let's just do that. Bars pattern. This is the one you need right here. We're just going to line this sucker up real good. We're going to go right for that bottom. Get it as close as possible. Okay, I'm going to bring it out. Well, let's just bring it out to the very end and just copy it. Right? Alright, let's bring this pattern over now. I'm just going to put it right down on there. We're going to make this bigger too, so that we can see this way better. Because that's what we want. We want to know what is going to happen to us in the future. Just give me a moment while I line this back up. Alright guys, so taking our sine wave from the original pattern on the 5th, we've applied the sine wave and the pattern, and here we are looking for the resumption of a bull market here based on the pattern. Now with this pattern, as I've told you before, we don't move in the same amplitude and velocity. What we do is we change on the same times. So time is more important than price. And when we start to gain and get above these old tops here, which it looks like we're starting to mature in our bottom here, and when we break above this channel here, right, and here we are into the underbelly of our last campaign here on this last whole pattern, we break into this and get above this top here. This is where it starts, and then we will start moving up and possibly retesting and having a reaction in this area here. This is ripe for a reaction, and it looks like there's a lot of volatility and action here on the 4th around the noon period. So we'll be watching for that. And we'll be also watching right here really closely this weekend. We're watching really closely for this readdressing of this channel and this channel top here. So we're not out of the woods yet, guys. So once we see all of this mature and come to fruition, which I believe will happen based on my work here, go back and look at my tutorials on the 12-year chart. I lay out the changes in trend and what the campaign did in the last 12 years, all 3 times, exactly the same time. They did the same things. All right, wasn't always the same amplitudes of moves, but the change came every time on time, the last 12 years, the last 3 cycles exactly, and I've laid that all out. So go ahead and have a look at that. So looking at this, you know, sure, you know, okay, we could do 77. 77 is the next move up from 73. 77 is the next octave or pressure point on our square of 9. And we're expecting that once we get up to this, we're going to see, well, again, right, some more volatility here, right, until we can sit back down on our old tops. And this will be exactly what I'll be watching for. We sit down on our old top here, like this, I'll be a buyer as long as we do not get below, and I'll be putting my stop way down there, way back. Yeah, I don't want them to find it. If this rolls over, I'll probably be very nervous that they're going to be looking for my stop. However, placing our stops confidently under an area where they won't be looking for it, given the amplitude of this swing in the previous campaign, the stops would have been much like under here. However, in that pattern, you know that they, they've come back a couple of times here and been looking for them, right? They've been looking for these stops. So this is a building block area here. And we need to hold this. Like this bottom has to hold here. We have to get strength. This is just looking exactly, right? So this pattern here is starting to shape up, and we're going to be watching for the strength and the weakness. And while we're doing that, let's just take a look at what our percentage levels have been that we've swung down here, because I like to measure everything. We're at a 6.5% here. Okay. Did we have any moves like that? Well, let's go take a look. We'll measure this blue one. 3. That move up 6%. Or sorry, yeah, 6%. So we're matching our swings here in this. Let's go measure this one here. 6% again. Okay, so what would a 6% move down look for us? Yikes. Right back to this 61. So we're sitting here and we're vibrating on this point of the chart here. This is a really important area, these 45-degree angles, these red octaves. We need to hold this. And if we were to have another belly flop and a Humpty Dumpty here, it'd probably look like a 6% drop again. However, I feel that the trend has in fact changed, and there's a number of reasons for that. However, the first one will be breaking above this area and retesting this channel, and regaining these 45-degree angles here moving up would be a terrific sign that the trend has in fact changed. Looking at this now here, in the next several hours or over the day here, we're going to see an aggressive move up and a reaction to get over and push up to this old top here at 66,000. That's my feeling on this, looking at the chart, reading the chart. That's what I see. I told you that August was going to get really crazy, and we're just about to see some stuff start to happen. We've just shaken off July. We had a lot of crazy moves in there too. We have another moon coming up here where we can expect that swing top. Let's just quickly go have a look at that. I'm just going to grab my ephemeris real quick here. So for August, we've been talking about the swing top when the moon will come around, and we will possibly have, right? I'm calling for the swing top here in August when these two friends get together, right? You know that. I've been talking about this for so much. The end of the month, we have a major swing. We have a couple of things happen in here where they cross over Uranus, right? Major change. So our moon, getting back to that, August, somewhere around the 20th. Sorry, I can't see on my screen what you're looking at. Vimeo's changed my platform. I'm not really pleased with them. So on the 22nd to the 26th of August, the moon will be back in the quadrant of the square 9 or the sky, and we typically have swing tops there. So that is saying the 22nd to the 26th. Well, let's just go see what that is stating, if we can get to the end of this. Well, no, it's not showing me, you guys. Sometimes I don't like these charts. But anyways, you can see now by the 16th I've called for this out, but this pattern will be extending, and it is my feeling that we will be getting large swings just like this, and somewhere out here we're going to be retesting this top, and then we're going to have a big flop. So be prepared for that. We could be seeing swings that are, you know, again, 10% and stuff, right? Because right now we're just seeing these 6% swings. So let's be mindful of that, okay? This whole top here, what do we have here? Right? There's our 10%, guys. Okay? So we're definitely going to be doing some swings out here that are going to be very violent. They may grow bigger. We have yet to see a 50% retracement in Bitcoin, you know, lately or within the last year. Is that what's going to happen? No, I don't think so, but it's possible. Anything can happen. There's a lot of volatility out there. Okay guys, I just wanted to update you with this. We're going to be talking about this more over the weekend, but you now can go and set up your chart, put your bar pattern on there, start constructing your chart using some 45-degree angles, and you will start to have a chart that looks like mine, and before you know it, you'll be stacking Bitcoin and doing the things I'm doing, and you'll be able to forecast ahead in time by paying attention to the work that we do here under William GANN. I own all his books and courses. I still own the original 6 of the 12 coins from the original forecasting seminar I attended at the wdgann.com way back in the day when Nikki Jones was running WDGAN. I didn't get a chance to meet Billy. Billy had passed before I was able to get an education there. However, Ken Gerber and Alan Costa, I think I pronounced that right, I hope I did, were really good instructors, and I just want to say a big shout out to them because they really helped me to start on my way, and now I'm like really proficient at this, and I enjoy and love what I do, and you should too. Alright guys, I went on a little. Peace and love to y'all. Watch out for this. Major swings are happening, guys. We're going to be doing a breakout here.